first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. James has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Carry on Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
The 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Johnson on the counter and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Now penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw,
probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stafford now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They got 29 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line. That's the
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Stafford. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
44-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 26 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford finding room at the 30. Caught by Jones. And they will finally get him down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
From the 50 at Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
7-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10. Now the shotgun handoff to Cohen. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
The tackle by Jones.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down.
They go play action with Trubisky. And find Miller. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Anthony Miller. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is caught, and he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet making quite a splash with his second touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bears 21, Lions 3. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Back down at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Lions 3.
First NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
7-yard line.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 22, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. It is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try again with Cohen. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
the Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They go play action. Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
intercepted.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
To Kenny Galladay. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on third down. Stafford, he's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Stafford to his second-year tight end Hockenson for a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. And knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was Buster screened to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Easy.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Open here is Allison. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.